The white sandy beaches of Diani is the present venue for this year's CAC Road Cycling African Championship. It's the 19th edition, and 320 athletes from 30 countries have gathered right here in Kenya for the second consecutive year. Last time out, it was in the youngest city in Kenya, that is Eldoret City. But this time around, the organizers have decided to switch it up a bit, and we are right here in Diani, Kwale County, for the 19th edition. And of course, for the next 4 days, we're going to be camping here, bringing you live pictures of this wonderful road cycling championship. And right now, we are just having the launch, having started a few minutes ago, and we want to cross over to hear what the organizers and, of course, our guests have in store for us.
Il y a une chose que nous devons retenir. Ce fait est important parce que habituellement, le championnat d'Afrique se fait longtemps à l'avance, au mois d'octobre au plus tard. Et cette année, nous le faisons au mois de novembre parce que l'organisateur a eu quelques difficultés à trouver donc un pays d'accueil. Dieu merci, le Kenya nous a ouvert les bras. Et malgré ce fait-là, comme je l'ai dit tantôt, les pays africains ont accepté de se déplacer massivement au Kenya. Et je pense que cela est tout à votre honneur.
There is something that is remarkable again, is that each year, the African Road Championships is always organized before October. That is the cycling season. But this time, we organize it after October, and we are happy that so many countries have decided to come. So this shows that there is something in Kenya that we are coming to look for.
Alors, oui, il faut qu'on insiste vraiment dessus parce que ce qui se passe est exceptionnel. La deuxième chose que je souhaitais dire, c'est que ici au Kenya, tous les Africains qui sont arrivés se sentent chez eux, ils se sentent à l'aise, et cela est à mettre à votre crédit.
The second consideration that I draw your attention to is that all African countries that are here, they feel at home, and it is thanks to you people.
Je voudrais aussi dire merci à Golazo. Golazo qui est l'organisateur, qui a fait ce qu'il y avait à faire pour que cette compétition puisse avoir lieu. Vous savez que le championnat d'Afrique sur route, je dirais, est notre compétition phare. C'est celle-là qui permet chaque année de déterminer les meilleurs Africains du cyclisme sur route. Tout à l'heure, le speaker a rappelé les résultats de l'année dernière. Certainement que cette année, ces champions seront là. D'autres champions également seront là. Et cette compétition qui va donc avoir lieu à partir de demain va nous permettre de savoir qui sont les champions en 2025.
I want to give homage or pay a big thanks to our organizer, our main organizer, that is the company Golazo, for making this happen and for the interest that he's having in the championship. Last year, as the MC said, he listed the champions that were there last year, and we hope that this year we will see if those champions are going to be maintained or we will have different champions this year.
Merci aussi à notre fêtière, qui est l'Union cycliste internationale, qui nous a supportés, n'est-ce pas, dans cette aventure, parce qu'il n'était pas très évident qu'après la fin de la saison, l'Union cycliste internationale autorise la tenue du championnat. Mais le président de l'Union cycliste internationale, qui a délégué ici, Madame Rose Etundi, nous a fait cette faveur et on tient à lui dire merci ici.
We say thank you to our International Cycling Union with the head, Mr. David Lapatien, who has sent his representative in the name of Madame Rose Etundi here, that they accepted that this race or this competition should take place after the cycling season, and we pay homage to them.
Je voudrais aussi féliciter la Fédération de cyclisme du Kenya pour le travail qui a été fait. Tout à l'heure, il a égrené un peu tous les résultats qu'ils ont atteints. Et cela, parce que, aidé par le Comité national olympique, Monsieur le Président du Comité national olympique, merci pour votre soutien à la Fédération kenyane de cyclisme.
I would also like to thank the Kenyan Cycling Federation and all the work that they have accomplished, because here we had the works that they enumerated, and we know that it's also thanks to the Olympic Committee. We say thank you, Mr. President of the Olympic Committee.
Voilà, ce sont ces mots que je souhaitais dire. Et puis, nous sommes là pour faire la fête. En réalité, le cyclisme est une fête. Quand on fait nos compétitions de cyclisme, que ce soit dans nos pays respectifs, que ce soit dans le monde, c'est une fête. Et j'aimerais en tout cas que tous les athlètes qui sont venus prennent plaisir à faire cette compétition, que toutes les délégations africaines qui sont venues ici au Kenya prennent plaisir à passer du temps ici au Kenya et profitent des belles plages de Kwale et profitent en tout cas de tout ce bel environnement, et que nous ayons un championnat des mieux organisés, que nous ayons un championnat qui va nous permettre de désigner les meilleurs Africains pour 2025. Je vous remercie.
I won't take much of your time. I just want to thank everybody that is here, thank all the cyclists that are here, and to let you people know that this is cycling is a feast, so we are going to start the feasting tomorrow. We want every African cyclist that is here to feel at home, and we wish best competition to everybody, all cyclists that are here. Thank you very much, Kenya.
Thank you very much to Dr. Alakume, CAC President. All right, moving right along. Interestingly enough, I started the talk and the importance of this event using a quote from someone who was in athletics, which is fitting because our next speaker was also in athletics. In fact, former Olympian, 1,500 meters for Belgium, now dealing only with cycling, and he is dealing with it almost week in, week out, all the way from Golazo, the head of cycling event. Christophe Impens comes up next. A round of applause as we hear from a team leader whose team has done an amazing job in organizing.
Thank you very much. Welcome everybody. Welcome Minister. Welcome Mr. Governor, Mrs. Governor. We are so grateful to be here. Welcome all excellencies, members of the parliament, and of course, President and the members of the Confederation of African Cycling, and the President and the members of Kenyan Cycling Federation. So we are here again in Kenya for the second year, which is also to me a big surprise. As President Dr. Alakuame expressed, it wasn't easy to find a host country, but we are so grateful to be back in Kenya, to have negotiated with the CS in Rwanda, in Kigali, during the UCI Road World Championships. And the Minister CS, he immediately agreed on coming back to Kenya on one condition, that it was in his nice home place, Kwale County, the beautiful Kwale County. And I have to say, it is beautiful. There's not only the white beaches, but there's also the beautiful inner land. Yesterday, I'm not talking about myself here, but yesterday I took my bike and I went to Kwale town. I have to say, I'm feeling very, very sorry for the athletes. It will be a tough race, a very tough race. I saw percentages of more than 13 going to Kwale, but it's good. The riders like to suffer, they like a hard competition, so it will be in the weekend for the road races, it will be very tough. The climb to Kwale town will be very tough. Okay. But again, for the second year we are here, and we feel that cycling in Africa is really developing very, very quickly. And that's thanks to the Confederation of African Cycling. And if I may say so, we had a tremendously good UCI Road World Championships in Rwanda. And it's not important in which country it was, but it's important that it will open the eyes of the world that cycling in Africa is a big thing. And these championships also help motivating people to start cycling, to pick up the bike and to become a cyclist, young women, young men. And especially in Kenya, you have the morphology. You have really the morphology to create big athletes. You have won already a zillion medals in athletics since the beginning, since the start of the World Championships athletics, especially marathon, 10,000 meters, 5,000 meters. You are the very best in the world. And we are sure from a morphology perspective that you can also create the best riders in the world. Because you have the lungs, you have the heart, you have the brains, and you have the legs to become also the best cyclists in the world. So looking forward to see that in a couple of years, to let the Kenyan athletes shine also on the bike at the Olympic Games and at the World Championships. What I would like to express is our sincere thanks to the county, to the police, to the government, to the governor of the county, because your help was extremely good and really appreciated. Because in only 6 weeks, we managed to organize the African Road Cycling Championships here in Kwale County, which is exceptional. So the police will do a tremendous job in the upcoming 4 weeks. They will block the roads, which is not easy, which takes a lot of logistical thinking, which takes a lot to motivate the citizens to accept that the roads will be blocked. But of course, we are a cycling race, and security and safety for the riders is the first priority for everybody. So therefore, it is really important to block those roads and to make sure that everybody can have a very safe race. So our big thanks to the police, to the governor, to the county to make this happen. So we will see that in the next 4 days. So in the next 4 days, we begin tomorrow with the time trials. For those who are not really acquainted with cycling, time trial is a really individual sport. It's men and women against nature and against themselves. So they race against the clock. And the one who finished the race as fastest is the winner of the time trial and becomes for 1 year the African champion time trial. So tomorrow we will only have time trial races on a beautiful lap here at Diani Beach of 14 kilometers. Then on Friday we will have something special, something which is very good for the gender equality. It is the mixed relay. 3 men of 1 nation starting together, having to stay together. And they give the relay to 3 women of the same nation, also having to stay together. So it's also a kind of a time trial, and the nation with the fastest time becomes the African champion in the mixed relays. Followed on Friday by youth road races. So we'll see the junior men and the junior women also already on Friday testing the course. And then on Saturday and on Sunday, we will have the elite road races, with on Saturday the elite women and the under 23 women, and on Sunday the elite men and the under 23 men. They do the same Diani Beach loop, but at the end, for the last 26k, no, even 36k, sorry, they go to Kwale town. So they do that terrible but beautiful hill climbing to and on top of the hill there's something special waiting for the winners. And let me show this to you. So this is the Holy Grail where everybody is competing for. So at the top, at Kwale town, this beautiful shirt is waiting for the winner. So the pink one is the African champion jersey for the elite women, time trial and road races. And the white one is the African champion jersey for the men, both road race and time trial. And a special thanks to Alice Kivuva of 5 Star Africa, because these are shirts made in Kenya. She is a Kenyan company, so they are very beautiful. And thank you very much to become the proud sponsor of the jersey of the African Championship. So this is what it's all about, becoming the African champion. And the winner, men and women, can wear this for 1 year as a proud African champion. Thank you very much. And let me end you by saying that we will have a lot of media exposure. So there are 2 national channels, NTV and KBC, who will broadcast this event live. In the weekend, we will also have Supersport going live in 35 African countries, which is very good for the media exposure for the country, for the county, but also for the sports of cycling. And maybe there's a little surprise coming later on this afternoon. We have heard rumors that even a 31st country will maybe register, but we still need confirmation and, of course, the acceptance of the Confederation of African Cycling. So it would be good news, of course. So I'd like to thank you all. I hope you enjoy the races for the next 4 days. And for sure, we as an organizer, we are very proud, but mostly of all, we hope that it will be very safe races, without crashes, without injuries, without bad things happening. So we pray to God that everything will go well, and it will go well because I see that the county and the police is very good prepared. Thank you very much, and see you the next 4 days.
Thank you very much to Christophe. Did the laugh himself, did he? Well, you heard him describe it, right? It's beautiful scenery, but it's a terrible challenge to the physical capabilities of this cyclist. And I'm sure they're up for the challenge. All I could hear, by the way, Christophe, as you were speaking, all I could think of was we're fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm more fearfully than wonderfully made, but then again, as long as I don't have to cycle in this heat, I think I'll be able to survive, and I'm glad that we have professionals who are doing that. You've heard the different races that will be at your disposal. As the president said, it is a feast, and we will be feasting as of tomorrow. Today, well, it's just serving you just a bit of taste. Let's call it soup, all right? The first course of an amazing meal ahead. We've heard from a president who's just won an election of cycling. How about we hear from a man who knows a thing or two about winning elections, a man who had a lot of doubts coming his way but stood tall, and now he is at the helm of the National Olympic Committee of Kenya, also the chairman of the Africa Judo Union. A round of applause for Shadrack Maluki, NOC president.
Thank you very much. Bwana Waziri, Madam Governor, Bwana Senator, MPs, and all protocols observed. Good morning. Is it afternoon, eh? It's morning still. Mine, I think I've talked a lot when I was welcoming Waziri and the Governor and dignitaries inside there. As the National Olympic Committee of Kenya, we are very proud to be associated with Kenya Cycling Federation. Kenya Cycling Federation is extremely, as the CEO said, very close to our heart. Mr. Moses, who is here, serves in my committee as the Deputy Treasurer of the National Olympic Committee, which is extremely very key. Johnson, who is the President, he also serves in my Committee of Youth Development. The top-notch leadership of Cycling Federation in Kenya, therefore, serves fully in the National Olympic Committee of Kenya, supporting His Excellency, the Minister of Sports, Honorable Muvuria. I would like, again, to take this opportunity to introduce to you the team that works with me in the National Olympic Committee, which decided to accompany His Excellency, the Minister, to come here and support also in ensuring that not only representation of the National Olympic Committee is seen, but supporting in all aspects that may be required during the championship. Can I have the team just here, please? The National Olympic Committee. This team is dedicated fully to ensuring that all the Olympic sports, which are 29 disciplines, and we are admitting more this year, they are all participating effectively and qualifying to represent our beloved country in the Olympics, because most of you may not know what National Olympic Committee means. The National Olympic Committee is the apex body that deals with all the sports that participate in the Olympics, from football, boxing, athletics, rugby, all of them, they lie under this umbrella. Is the apex body that supports the Honorable Minister of Sports. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Colonel Retired Radiek, who is the second Deputy President. He deputizes Barnabas Korir. Colonel Retired Radiek is the second Deputy President and is the President of Kenya Hockey Federation. Dr. Karugu Francis. Dr. Karugu Francis is the president of Softball Federation of Kenya. He is the acting Secretary General of the National Olympic Committee of Kenya. Madam Doreen Okiri. Madam Doreen Okiri, she is from the Kenya Shooting Federation of Kenya. She is the gender women representative at the National Olympic Committee. I want to emphasize on issues of gender. It is not just a girl child, but she's also representing the male child, who is actually under more threat nowadays. This is none other than Mose. Mose Charles is the Deputy Treasurer of the National Olympic Committee of Kenya, and he serves as the Secretary General of Kenya Cycling Federation. With me is Major Retired Suleiman Sumba. Major Retired Suleiman Sumba is the President of Taekwondo Federation of Kenya, and he serves as the Executive Member of the National Olympic Committee. And Major Retired Sumba has brought to this country this next month, the World Under-20 Taekwondo Championship, the first one to be held on African soil. And I want to thank Waziri for supporting this venture, because this is an history in making. This is history in making. And that is why I said, Waziri apigi kelele sana. He talks slowly, but he's moving, because they say where the waters run deep, unaiona imetulia. Thank you so much, Waziri, for making this happen. Here is Sasha Mutai. Mr. Sasha Mutai, I call him Russian roulette. Sasha Mutai is coming from rugby. He is immediate president of the Kenya Rugby Union. And Sasha Mutai serves in my committee as an executive member. These are the team. This is the team now that supports me as the president. There are those who have sent their apologies. There are many. There are many. We are 13. First Deputy President Barnabas Koril is being held on other duties. He would have loved to be here, but we can't leave our office just like that. There has to be somebody somewhere protecting the institution. So he has sent his apologies. Gentlemen, and ladies, you can take a seat. Thank you very much. This shows the commitment we have in developing the sport in our beloved nation called Kenya. We all love it, and with the new leadership, I can assure you this team is working around the clock. Last Olympics in Paris, we were represented by 6 disciplines. 6 disciplines represented us in Paris last year. And we anticipate and we promise Waziri that in LA 2028, we are preparing for LA 2028, we will be sending not less than 12 disciplines. Disciplines means federations that are in the Olympics. We have already started early preparations at Manzoni. When Waziri came, we officially launched the pathway to LA 2028. So the preparations for LA 2028 are underway as we are talking. And the USI, together with Kenya Federations and CAC, Mr. President, we are working extremely hard. Last week, I was with your president in Russia, and I promised him that Kenyan cyclists will be in LA and support you. And I can assure you, with my team of Johnson and Charles Mose, we will ensure that cycling qualifies to the Olympics. I'm coming from judo myself. I'm a former international in Kenya Judo Federation. That's why I'm the chairman of African Judo Union. And the judo was also in Paris. So, and I can tell Governor today that the best athlete in judo currently is coming from Kwale. He is 2 times silver medalists in African Continental Championship. Majority may not know judo, but judo is a very big sport outside there. It's actually, to be honest with you, they all know my Olympic group is that you cannot become the president of IOC if judo is not supporting you. That goes with Mr. President, you know it. Yeah, we are all over because we founded the IOC. We are the founder, Professor Jigoro Kano, the first man is the one who formed the IOC. And we are glad that is a fact. And we are going to work with the government, county government of Kwale to ensure that we develop the sport. I was with the president of Japanese Olympic Committee. It's a lady like you. She's a cyclist, and she cycled from Nairobi to Mombasa. 2 years ago, she cycled from Nairobi to Mombasa, and she's coming, because we are signing an MOU with the Japanese Olympic Committee, she's coming to cycle, and she told me she will cycle from Nairobi to Kwale when I told her I'm coming here. So she will cycle with you, Madam Governor. Thank you so much. Today, it's not our day, because as I said, we are here to support as the National Olympic Committee whenever we are called. We will be supporting this federation at all costs. CEO works also in my youth commission. CEO is here. She is also in the youth commission. So cycling is inside NOC kwa miguu na mikono yote. So Bwana Waziri, this sport, it is big, and I'm happy that you picked it up, and we will grow it. We will throw it to the skies together, because this sport, when you go into Europe, like when you go to France, it's called France de what? Tour de France. It attracts a lot of tourists. In fact, whenever there is Tour de France, there's never been many visitors in France like when that event is taking place. And this is not going to be any different at all. We will be here as National Olympic Committee to ensure, apart from just being a competition, we will support this as a tourist event, so that it can also attract resources for our people, because Kwale is Kenya and Kenya is Kwale, because there is a lot of things which are in Kwale. Kwale is exceptional, and all eyes now are looking at Kwale. And for those few remarks, I would want also to thank the organizers for doing a good job. Really, it's a fantastic job you are doing, Ghazal. And I'm extremely excited as the president of the National Olympic Committee. Kudos. Keep it up. And we will fully support you. We will walk this journey together, because you are there to support the sport and to grow the sport. Not only cycling now. We want you to be in every sport that is an Olympic sport. Because we, and the minister, we are going to throw the sports in this country to the skies. God bless Kenya. God bless sports.
NOC President Shadrack Maluki with a brilliant piece of information there. I remember Kevin Mwangi, CEO, Kenya Cycling Federation, saying that they're working with NOC, in talks with NOC for sports science with the university, all in efforts of growing it the right way. And I've heard something similarly being echoed by Shadrack Maluki, president of NOC, from 6 disciplines to 12. He doesn't just say that. He knows it'll take a lot of work. His committee, Sasha there, I know him, hard workers, so they have quite the job to do, and we can only support and believe that they will deliver as we look forward to LA 2028. That's in the future. We're in the present. The present is now, and now it's time for 2025 CAC Road Cycling African Championships, second time that is here, right here in Kenya. And there's something that usually escapes us: security. The fact that you know roads will be closed so that we can have our cyclists move about, but then the people who live here also know that their lives will go on, whether they're going to work or, majority of them, at least we hope, will be coming to celebrate and take part in this championship. Roads will be closed. We will be secure as we move about. That doesn't just happen like that. Someone has to put in the effort. And we get to hear from the man who's been on the ground working towards that goal. Orinde Stephen, County Commissioner. Round of applause for him.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, the President of the Confederation, our CS, Honorable Mvurya Salem, Governor Kwale, and all protocols observed. Good morning. I believe it is still morning. I will be very brief, very, very brief. I'll begin by introducing myself. My name is Stephen Orinde. I am the County Commissioner, Kwale County. In Kiswahili ni mkuu wa gatuzi la Kwale. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome everybody, those who have come from without Africa, that is beyond Africa, within Africa, those who have come from within Kenya, and even people from within Kwale. Please, I take this opportunity to welcome you all for this very, very important and an international event. We categorize it as an international event. After doing that, I would like to assure you, I'd like to assure everybody who is present here, who is going to participate in one way or another in this event, that we have taken care of your security. Your security is paramount and very important to us. Whether you are participating as a cyclist or you are participating as a supporter, supporting the teams, we are assuring you of your security. We've held a series of meetings, and I would like to take this opportunity to greatly thank the organizers, the teams that came from Nairobi, the county government team, ministry team. We take this opportunity, the Confederation team. We have been working seamlessly as a team, and we have ensured that the security of everybody is taken care of. Lastly, Kwale is very, very lucky. We are hosting several international events. For some of you who may not be aware, in the next month of December, from 5th to, from 5th to 13th to be exact, we will also be hosting the East Africa Safari Rally here in Kwale. I believe that is a big plus, a very big plus for Kwale. We've held several other events, and Kwale is really benefiting from these events. Otherwise, with those few and many remarks, I take this opportunity to thank you and welcome everybody. Thank you very much.
County Commissioner Orinde, Stephen, we have a running joke here in Kenya, by the way, that we really are not bothered with not more concerned with what the leadership says down, it's more what the police hear. Now, that's where the concern usually is, because what they hear is what we experience, and it's very good to hear that the leader here, the police as well, the security is saying that you can be assured you will be safe. And that in itself is one statement that just gives me a vote of confidence in terms of safety. And we've seen this when Kenya is hosting any tournament, from Chan to last year, this same competition in Eldoret. Security is paramount, and it is always dependable. When I go home, I love my dad, but I never really ask, where's dad? I always ask, where's my mother? Because if my mom knows I'm coming, if mom is there, then I know everything else is prepared absolutely well, and I am expected. So it's an absolute comfort for me to know that the leader of Kwale County, the governor of this amazing county, is also the mother of this county. Ladies and gentlemen, they've not only given us the place or the county or the scenery to enjoy as we delve into the 2025 championship version, but they've also, as you've heard from Maluki, given us one of the best judo fighters. And in honor of that, in honor of the lady who is going to cycle in her county in this heat, I'd like us to give the warmest round of applause for our host, Her Excellency Fatuma Achani, the governor of Kwale County.
Thank you so much, Bwana MC. Good morning, Your Excellency, Honorable Salim Mvurya, the Cabinet Secretary, CAC President, NOC President, Bwana Shadrack Maluki, County Commissioner, the Deputy Governor of this great county, Senator, Honorable Mangale Munga, MP Lungalunga, Honorable Mwachaunga, Bongo Gombato, MCA, Honorable Maone, Kinondo, MCA, CC present, all government officials present. Good morning. Before I proceed, may I take this opportunity to give the leaders at least, they say a word, the greetings. Senate and team, kindly. These are the leaders present, plus the MCAs. Salimia tu. Wao ndo wenye mji.
Good morning to you all. My name is Senator Issa Juma Boy, Senator for this county. I don't have much to say, just to welcome you to Kwale County, and feel free, and we'll be together for the days, all those days together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. My name is Chief Oromodo Mangale. I represent the people of Lungalunga constituency, which is in Kwale County. Thank you, and I'm proud to be associated with this activity. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Juma Maona, member for County Assembly of Kwale. Feel welcome. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Honorable Tumaini Mwachaunga. Welcome to Diani. Thank you.
Good morning, bonjour. Je parle français. I'm happy to have this event here. Thank you, Governor. And it is for us a plus. And as you said, we are very proud to be hosting this. And you will enjoy the beauty of the best beaches that you alluded to. Thank you and most welcome.
We also have Deputy Governor from Mombasa, kindly. Digitoya.
And he's a cyclist.
Yes. Thank you. Mheshimiwa Waziri, Mheshimiwa Governor, na all protocol observed. Allow me first to bring warm regards from His Excellency, the Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir, who would have otherwise loved to be here, but he can't make it, he's in Nairobi. So I bring warm regards from him. 2, we appreciate that this major cycling event is actually being done in cost. I am a cyclist, and I'm sure I'll get an opportunity also to cycle.
We'll compete.
We'll compete with Governor. So, for me, I think, Waziri, tukushukuru sana. One, we need to appreciate that as we encourage sporting activity within the coastal region, we are actually enhancing our profile in terms of tourism sports. We are. And coast is good for low altitude training. So allow me to leave it at that. I don't add. Nishukuru na niseme asante. Thank you.
Thank you. Asante, Governor.
Okay, thank you. It is my honor today to be hosting the whole nation and better part of Africa in Diani. Karibuni sana, Destination Kwale. Kwale is proud to host this prestigious event showcasing the best African cycling talents. Our county, Kwale, is known for its breathtaking beaches and vibrant culture. We are thrilled to welcome athletes and visitors from across the continent. This event highlights Kenya's commitment to sports development and our passion for cycling. We support the efforts of the Minister of Sports, headed by my predecessor, Honorable Mvurya. We support the efforts of this ministry in growing, nurturing, and developing sports talent in the country in all disciplines. I congratulate the Kenya Cycling Federation, headed by my brother Kelvin, and I told him I'll be one of the participants. The Minister of Sports and local organizing committee and all our partners in organizing this event. We believe cycling promotes health, unity, and tourism as a whole. To our athletes, we wish you all the best. May this championship inspire young Kwaleans and Africans to embrace cycling. Before I conclude, I'm kindly requesting that you make sure that you sample the many tourism products in the county, ranging from the white sandy beaches to swimming with dolphins in Quiro and game reserves in Shimbiles. Thank you, and let's make this championship a memorable one. Asanteni sana, karibuni sana. And for the Kwale people, niwajulishe tu, ndio mkoko umeanza maua. Umealika maua. Safari imeanza. Wale watakuwa inconvenienced, mturuhusu tu kwa hizo siku kidogo, barabara zikifungwa, kuna wakati ambao zitakuwa pia zinafunguliwa. Kwa hivyo tukaribishe wageni, tuendelee kuweka usalama kama vile ambavyo tunaendelea kuweka usalama kila siku. Kwa Your Excellency, the Cabinet Secretary, unajua most of the times we forget and call you Governor. Cabinet Secretary, asante sana for choosing Kwale. Thanks to the Confederation for choosing Kwale, and for the Federation for considering Kwale. Asanteni sana. We also have our CC members present. Kindly stand up, CC and Chief Officers. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for giving this activity a lot of support. Thank you. Okay. It is my honor now to welcome our chief guest, Honorable Salim Mvurya, Cabinet Secretary for Sports, to come and address us. Karibu sana.
We can take our seats. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Governor of Kwale County, Honorable Fatma Achani, the leadership of the Senate, Senator Boy, members of Parliament, MCS, the President of the Confederation of African Cycling, Ala Kume, President of NOC, Shadrach Maluki, as well as the leadership of the Cycling Federation, all officials of the national government in the ministry led by the Secretary Administration, Evans Achoki, who is not new, to Kwale and the coast region. I think he's been here and he knows the map, of this area, and also leading the local organizing committee, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and of course, also recognizing our partners in the media and the cyclists who are here represented. This morning, we are in a very special moment because Kenya is doing it again. Kenya is hosting the second edition of this championship. And Kenya is hosting because Kenya has the potential. And therefore, on behalf of the government of Kenya, I want to say that we are very pleased, to welcome all the Africans participating in this event. We have over 30 countries that have confirmed and around 316 cyclists. That for us as government is not a mean feat. And that is why the government of Kenya has been able to waive the visas for Africans visiting Kenya for different reasons. And therefore, as we host this 2025 CAC Africa Road Cycling Championship, we host this because it provides us with the national pride. We are very proud and confident because such events, not just in sporting, but any other continental jamboree provides an opportunity for Kenya to profile not just tourism, but the investment opportunities. And therefore, Kenya is becoming a leader in continental sporting activities. I know last year we were in Uasin Gishu, Nandi, and Elgeyo Marakwet counties. And this year, when we met in Kigali, you know, Golazo and the Confederation asked me to approve cost for this event. But they said they needed a hill. And therefore, in their scouting, Kwale qualified. So I think now you have the hill. It's good that the team from Golazo have tested the hill. And I think that is where the main challenge is. So we wish all our athletes all the best as they do this duty. We are very happy that now this has been the biggest championship in Africa. And as government, we are looking at growing this even more as we look into the future. So, Mr. President, I want also to thank you and your team for all the support. And of course, this is a good gesture that Kenya can lead the pack in this particular race. For us, in this championship, we are not just looking at it in the manner that people will think it's ordinary. We look at this as a major trust for us to be able to venture in continental competitions, but also Africa is choosing Kenya as a sporting destination, and of course the world is watching. Through the media, the world is watching. So we are very proud to welcome all delegations, athletes, officials who have come from near and far, and also to contribute to our sporting journey. In the Ministry of Sports, through the guidance of His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, we are making major transformations in the federations, major transformations in inspiring talents across Kenya. And those who thought cycling was a small matter, the next 4 days will be evident that cycling is not just the bicycle. It comes with inspiration, it comes with innovation, it comes with tourism, and it comes with all that you can imagine because it also inspires the entire economic ecosystem. So His Excellency the President has been very, very particular on matters sports, that we need to put all our investments in investing in the disciplines. You know, disciplines that were not recognized before, we need to bring them forward. And that is why cycling now is going to be a major thing, because we know cycling occupies a unique place in the vision of His Excellency the President, not only cycling as a lifestyle, supporting fitness and health, but also as a mode of sustainable green mobility. And therefore, I want to assure you that as a country and as government, we are going to anchor this competition in our calendar so that then the federations can plan, you know, on how we can be able to host these tournaments. We know through this tournament or this championship, it will create jobs and it will also inspire generations. I am pleased to reaffirm that the government of Kenya has reviewed the national cash reward scheme upwards, and therefore those who participate in these sporting activities, it is not business as usual. In April, for example, we moved the rewards in gold from 750,000 to 3 million. And therefore, when you win gold, you are a millionaire 3 times. And I know we have won gold in Tokyo as of yesterday. under silver, and we are actually monitoring so that when they come, we give them their money. So this new reward scheme is basically to ensure that our sporting men and women can use sports as a source of livelihood. It's no longer an entertainment. And going forward, we will continue to review so that we can be able to reward handsomely those who are able to participate and win. So, ladies and gentlemen, as government has played a key role, in organizing this. I know there are many government agencies that have put in a lot of commitment. And today I want to extend my sincere appreciation to all agencies of government that have joined here. There are those agencies that have been visible on the ground. There are those agencies that have worked on the background. But I want to assure you that the organization of this championship has been a whole government approach. The Ministry of Roads, the Ministry of Tourism, and many others have made a huge contribution to ensure that we make this a success. And therefore, cycling will definitely offer us unmatched branding, some national visibility, and also international profile. So to all cyclists that are preparing to compete, whether you are representing here for the first time or defending your title, you will definitely be inspiring us. And this race will remind us that discipline, sacrifice, and perseverance will build excellence. So you represent the future of African sport. Before I close, I want to say that the Kenyan athletes in all disciplines, as government, we have made a commitment that we want to win with integrity. So when you see Kenyans winning in Tokyo and many other countries, and even losing, like yesterday, 8-0, we want to assure everybody that our athletes, men and women, going forward, we want to assure the global partners that we will do this because we want them with, they win with integrity. And what I'm saying here is that we will be able to step up our anti-doping efforts, to make sure that we comply with the World Anti-Doping Agency regulations. And very soon we'll be embarking on raising the profile of our anti-doping agents of Kenya so that we can be able to root out the vice of doping in our country. Just as Kenya is very high up in terms of the sporting activities, we have a high profile, globally respected. We also want our anti-doping agency to match the bill in terms of international respect. And therefore, going forward, we'll be looking at providing a strategic leadership to ADAC so that we can be able to intensify efforts that, encourage the vice of doping. And therefore, as government, we are committed to ensure that we work with partners going forward to make sure that we comply. I want to thank the President of NOC, Mr. Maluki, who has just taken leadership in NOC, and he has already demonstrated vibrancy in bringing the federations together. One of the key commitments of the government of Kenya is to make sure that we have good governance in the federations. Good governance will attract private sector investment, and therefore we want to work with you to clean up that space and adopt reforms that are going to encourage transparency and accountability in the management of sports affairs in our country. Finally, I want to send my appreciation to Her Excellency the Governor for being steadfast in working together with the local organizing committee and providing an enabling environment for this particular championship to take place here in Diani, Kwale County. You know, as Kenya, and I think we will be able to make this impact in Africa, because we are doing well in athletics. There's no reason why we should not do well in cycling. You know, so I think going forward, Kenya will be up there. And Mr. President, you will see many, many more Kenyans winning the race going forward. So I want to end there, basically to thank everybody. The Deputy Governor of Mombasa, send my regards to the Governor and all the delegations from Mombasa County. And I'm sure the next 4 days will be very thrilling. So I want to welcome all Kenyans to the next 4 days of cycling. And of course, those here in Kwale, you have an opportunity to watch this live and direct. Therefore, we want to invite everybody. The media, thank you very much for coming. I know you will play a significant role in making sure that you inform Kenyans what is happening. Thank you, the security team, for being steadfast in mapping out. And I'm sure going forward, we will have a very good race. With those many remarks, I want now to take this opportunity to declare the 2025 African Cycling Championships officially launched. Thank you very much. Asante sana.
CS Mvurya giving us an assurance that is much needed from the government. Speaking of government, county government, Her Excellency Achani giving us an assurance. We've had an assurance from Golazzo, as the man who deals with cycling, Christoph, has given us an assurance that we'll have a great championship. We've had the CAC president, Ala Kwame, giving us an assurance. Maluki, the NOC president, giving us an assurance of his team and what they will be doing for cycling. Orinde, the security apparatus, giving us an assurance that we will be safe. And our CEO, also Mwangi, Kenya Cycling Federation, giving us an assurance as Kenyans that we will be putting our best foot forward. Assurances all round. I was there last year, and I'm giving you an assurance that you're in for quite a ride, but sometimes seeing is believing, so turn your attention to the screen so you can see and believe.
Get ready to feel the rush of the open road. From 19th till 23rd November, the African Road Cycling Championships come to Kwale County. Watch Africa's fastest cyclists from all over the continent battle it out on Kenya's stunning coast. Be there to cheer the champions or catch every thrilling moment live on TV. Don't miss it. The African Road Cycling Championships from 19th till 20th.
Well, that's it. The launch of the 19th edition, the 2025 CAC Road Cycling African Championship has concluded. And that means that from tomorrow, we're going to be having action right here in Kwale County. And I'm privileged to be having Team Kenya's captain, and that is Nancy Debe to my right, and of course, Jelimo to my left. And we're going to be having a wonderful conversation regarding how they've prepared for this year's edition. And of course, these wonderful bikes that I hear. And first of all, let me start with the captain, because she's the leader. She leads from the front. Nancy Debe, pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
How has it been for you?
It's been very good, very hot, but very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the second time we're going to be having this wonderful competition right here in Kenya. Last time it was in Eldoret. This time round it's here in Diani. Last year, of course, you guys participated. How's it been in terms of having that exposure and having that exposure right here at home?
It's good to be back home, but it's also good not to deal with the altitude. And now the team is even bigger, so it's it's really good and nice. Yeah.
How have you guys prepared?
The team has been preparing well in various locations, and around here in Kwale, we've been here for quite some time, and yeah, I think we are ready to go. Most of the team, most riders can't just wait to get started. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you guys have been having intense training sessions back in your respective towns and cities, and of course the last 2 weeks it has been really intense. How optimistic should Team Kenya be heading into this championship?
Team Kenya should be looking to get a few medals here and there, and we are also asking the Kenyans to come out in large numbers to cheer for their local riders, and of course the other riders too, but just a little more for us, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you've talked about the altitude last time. The altitude, high altitude, of course, brings a lot of challenge. What do you think the heat in Mombasa, in Diani, is going to pose to you athletes, because it's very hot?
The heat is actually also hard to deal with, and I think riders have to just learn to manage and work with the staff in terms of hydration, feeding, and just avoid cramping and suffering from the heat, because the heat is going to play a huge factor in the whole thing. Be it the time trials, be it the road race, heat is a huge factor here. So we'll have to work with the staff in terms of feeding and other athletes, and play it safe, because here it's easy to really get cooked. Yeah.
Hey, Team Kenya, hoye! Hoye! Yeah, nice one. I see you guys are really pumped up, psyched up, eh, Monica?
Yes, we are super ready, and for the second time in a row, this is such a huge opportunity for us to showcase our talent and what we've been having and what we have built, ready to show out to the world.
Monica, if I'm not wrong, you're the African Women Tour champion?
First runners-up.
First runners-up. How was it for you participating in that particular tour, and what sort of experience did you get now coming to this particular championship?
It was some sort of teamwork, and we were so happy that we managed to get the first runners-up for the individual ranking, and a general win for the team, and everyone was so excited, and I hope we can bring that here and get some good positions and medals as well.
Last year in Eldoret, the altitude was really insane for plenty of the athletes, but this time round it looks like it's even Stevens. Not too difficult for plenty of the athletes, but the heat is going to be what you're going to be struggling with. How do you think you are going to cope with the heat?
So far, I think we are a bit adapted to the heat, because we have been here for the past few days, and we are getting used to the heat. So it will be a challenge, but at least we are used to heat for a bit, and won't be so much of a problem to us.
I see your wonderful bike over here. It's so light, by the way. Tell us about your bike.
So this is a Factor bike from Team Amani. I ride under the Black Mamba development team, and I get to use this 2025 bike with me here, and yeah, it's one of the best bikes in the country.
Yeah. So what makes it wonderful? Because I see there's some sort of a screen here. Is there a screen there?
It is. It has SRAM components. It is a full carbon bike and a disc brake bike with an integrated back, super light, and aero bike as well.
So starting tomorrow, what can we expect from you? Because we have plenty of hopes from you.
I expect good results, and calling out to the Kenyans here, the locals in Diani, to come out in large numbers and support us.
Lastly, how do you think this Kenya hosting such championships of this caliber is going to do to the sport and the growth of it in Kenya?
First of all, it's going to bring visibility, and also going to create a pathway to the growing riders, the new riders in the sport. We're going to be kind of a role model to them, and there'll be the visibility of the sport, and so many young women especially will like to join the sport.
Thank you, Monica, and all the very best.
Thank you so much.
Well, that we've just had Monica Jelimo, and of course, Monica is going to be participating in tomorrow's event. Starting tomorrow, we're going to be having live scenes right here in Diani, and the team is quite prepared. They've been having their camps here, also in other various parts of the country, and we are hoping that Team Kenya is going to be performing quite well. 30 nations are going to be represented by 320 athletes. Everything is going to be live here on NTV, starting from Friday, heading into Saturday, and the final day is going to be on Sunday. We'll be bringing you all the updates, so don't you worry. NTV has got you covered. And that's all from me, Elijah Oko, and the whole team in Diani, Kwale County.